Most people would tell you that Pokemon Snap is the best spin-off game. I strongly disagree. Pokemon Pinball Ruby and Sapphire has to be one of the greatest of all time, in my personal opinion. While the first Pokemon Pinball was pretty cool, Ruby and Sapphire was on the Game Boy Advance, so already it's like 50 times better.
Pokemon Pinball is an often overlooked spin-off game, as it has a deceptively simple premise. But I think it's one of the funnest games on the Game Boy Advance and in the Pokemon franchise. Mostly because it is so simple, being pinball. As a kid, I would be able to sink countless hours into this game on long road trips, even though I wasn't necessarily very good at pinball. So, does it still hold up almost 15 years later? Well, let's find out.
The gameplay is pretty simple. It's pinball with a Pokemon coat of paint and added mini-games. And for you younger Gen Z kids who have never been to an arcade, pinball is, well, there's a ball and you hit it. You can catch various Pokemon by hitting them with a Pokeball 3 times. Don't worry, this game gets much more violent as you play. I also want to point out that this is the most intense capture animation I've ever seen. You can also evolve Pokemon, which counts as catching 2 for some reason, and you can hatch Pokemon. When you evolve Pokemon, the experience points are scattered across the table and you have to collect them all, unless it spawns in the middle of the bumpers, in which case your Pokemon will just never evolve. Hoarding all the experience to yourselves like some sort of nasty cult. Oh, wait a second. Oh shit! When you catch 3 Pokemon, you unlock a bonus challenge. It's different depending on which table you play on. In Ruby, you've got to hit this Kecleon who's running around all invisible-like, but you can easily see him if you get the scope. It's not too hard if you just hit the ball around. Eventually you'll kill him. It's also at this point I'd like to point out that I love the sound design for this game. Get a load of this. In Sapphire, you have to hit a bunch of Duskull, who also make one of the best sounds when they die. Until this fat ass shows up. He stomps around and sucks up your ball. You have to hit him while he's walking, or from behind, otherwise— Dude, quit sucking my balls! Now, catch 3 more Pokemon, and you get to battle a Legendary. You can't catch them unless it's like the 3rd time you're battling them. Dude, quit freezing my balls! Rayquaza is probably the coolest one. He hovers up and down, so half the time you can't even hit him. There's also a Spheal minigame. It's okay. For the most part, that's actually kind of it. There are only 2 tables after all, and there's no real difference aside from the challenge stage. Wait a second! You can catch the Reggies! Oh, too bad. It's pretty lame. This is just straight up the same as regular Pokemon. I mean, these are legendaries, but they just stand there. Menacingly! Well, at least catching them will help fill up the Pokedex, which is limited to the Hoenn Pokedex. But, I mean, that's just fine. Hands down, the best part of Pokemon Pinball are the Pikachu and Pichu who can really save your balls in a tough situation. And the Zigzagoon who can get you anything you want during the slots. This way you can get useful items or even— Jirachi! Oh my gosh, there's Jirachi. So Jirachi's gimmick is that he's a lot like a regular catching Pokemon, except he moves around a bit. But it's still pretty easy to get him. Oh, I can't believe it! Oh, after 15 years, I finally caught a Jirachi. Oh my gosh.
Mom, guess what? I finally caught a Jirachi in Pokemon Pinball. Oh wait. I don't have a mom.
Overall, Pokemon Pinball is a fine game when you can actually get the ball to go where you want it to go. And if you're good enough at pinball, you could pretty easily catch all of the cool legendary Pokemon in the game.
And that's Pokemon Pinball. It's very simple, but it takes full advantage of the Pokemon theme. I definitely recommend you try it out, whether it be you finding a physical copy or downloading the eShop version. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this first official episode of GatorEXPlays, and I hope you have a nice day.